Alright, we're getting ready to do another job right now. So I've got a set of shovelheads over here. Been sitting around for quite a while. So these are ones I welded up the exhaust hole here before, a while ago. So I had a cracked valve guide eating out a hole, I don't remember, but anyway, it needed work. So these had spark plug repair done on this one before, and both of these it looks like. Exhaust ports look nice. So overall these are pretty nice shovel heads, except for the guide hole's bad. So what we need to do is we need to poke a new hole in there and then do a valve job on this thing, and maybe a little bit of cording. We got a camshaft here we're going to put in it. Let's go check the specs to see what that is. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. My Sun and machine over here, head machine, has tooling here that you're supposed to be able to trace out valve guide holes and put a new guide in the hole and fix the problem. But this is all made to have something you already got a hole in the head. We don't have no hole in the head right now, so this isn't really going to work. So what these do is they center off of the existing valve seat here, figuring that was probably okay, and to repunch the hole on center line where it belongs. That'd be concentric then. So we don't have that to do it right now, so I can put this head in the machine, mock it all up where it belongs, and then pull the head out and put this head right in the same identical spot and poke the hole in it. But the problem is there's no center on these heads. There's nothing that centers these up. They're free to float and to jig a little bit. So there's no reference plate to rotation. That'd be good for the valve angle, but not rotation. So that's not going to work very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come off this existing seat. It was cut in there before. Looks like they cut in a fairly good pocket. So we're going to find something that's poking the hole there that might be the size I need. I'm thinking like an old valve. You take a valve, cut it down until it fits in there, and you're good to go. Maybe we'll luck out and have something that already fits in there. Obviously that's not it. And that's if we luck out and have an Evo valve be close. Yeah, it's pretty damn close if I have a junk Evo valve laying around. Okay, so it looks like it's pretty close. Alright, so I'm not going to cut this one down. This is the one I modified already. See, I do a lot of back cutting, make them flow better. Okay, so this is all the other parts that we got for it. Stock collars and keepers, so you know everything will work. I have to turn these down right here for valve seal clearance. I'm going to put kibble white valves in here. See how it's already all flowed when you get it? Here's a dorky Harley valve that's not flowed, so after you do a 3-angle cut on the valve, it looks like this one. Then you got a high performance valve. That came with a bite, so you have to buy it. Okay, so we got to come up with something that's going to be the size we need here. So let's go see if we can find something to use. We've got a bunch of junk crap laying around over here for purposes like this. So this is our junk area. Junk springs, bunch of junk valves. Okay. I went through a long time ago and threw a bunch of this away, so of course now I need something. That looks like it is too small to do what we need. So that's an empty, that's why. Doesn't look like I have any Evo valves in there. It's still too soon. Here's some Evo stuff. Nope, that's not Evo. That is something else. Don't know what that is. See, I keep giving customers back their props, so we don't have anything to work from. Okay, so there's a very nice, crappy stainless valve. Looks almost new. Probably could use that. Ooh, there's 2 of them here. Quality merchandise. Does that say Manly on it there? Can't read it. Maybe you can read it. What's that say right there? It says Manly or some stupid thing on it. Junk, whatever it is, I'm sure. Here's a crappy valve here. I don't know how hard this is going to be to cut one of these down. It would work. What else do we got here? Ooh, there's a hardened one. Flathead on that one. That is almost perfect right there. Look at that. Is that smaller than this one? Ooh, it is. It's probably a panhead valve. That's probably an oversized panhead valve. Yeah, that's probably what that is. Yeah, that's a good valve though. Jeez. Nitrated stem. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Yeah, I threw away all the junky ones. See, here's a nice cube of white valve there. Let's cut one of those up. That's always fun, right? Yeah, see, these are all usable valves. That's probably give all the customers back their valves. I don't have any junk stuff to cut up anymore. Yeah, it looks pretty junky. Not really, but it's either that or a new stainless valve. Probably shoot me if I take a brand new manly valve and cut it up, right? I don't mind doing that. Got two of them. Alright, I guess I'll cut up that one. What do we got over here? Oh, no, these are prime canons over here. Ooh, look at that piece of junk. That's an exhaust. Ain't gonna help us any. Now there's an intake. Yeah, looks like the one we just grabbed. Looks like its twin brother. Yeah, which one's worse? They both look like crap. Low mileage though. Low mileage used. Ooh, look at that. See, we're on the hunt for something crappy to use. Ooh, that says oversized on it. Look at that. You know that's a quality piece there. And that thing looks like about a 2-inch diameter. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Oh well. Another one matches it. You can never find junk valves when you need them. Yeah, there's a junk one. That's worn. Oh yeah, there's a good. I like this one. We're gonna cut up this one. We don't want to cut up our good valves. We got junk to use. All right, we're gonna use that one. All right. Let's see. We need to look at that cam too. We got. Before we get too involved. Okay, so this is a cam. Anybody need a motor? I got an extra motor laying around. Need one? 113 Evo. Okay, let's see. We need. Alright, we killed the camera by mistake. Okay, this is a 288B crane. Shovelhead. Something. Okay, 288. Where's the number at? Oh, your placement, so I don't see it. Here it is, 288B, way down here. Okay, so this is 450 left. So you find out what you got, you write it down on the box. 450 left. TD numbers 157 and 188. That was on the other one. That was on the 2B. On the B, right there, 178 by 182. So we're going to call that 185 on both. Easy to remember. Okay, so we'll make it 185 TD lift clearance. And we're good to go. So we know how big the cam is now. All right. So, see people leave junk laying around here. Either they want me to work on it. Oh, geez, that sounds like a project. Okay, so we're going to take this valve and cut it down. Tripod here. So measure out what this says. Yeah, we can make a caliper. Okay, go over here. Make a detour. Grab a caliper. I'm gonna need that. All right, I'll go over here to my lathe. Fun to do in the dark. Hey, the lights off. There we go. We got light now. Okay, we're gonna cut that one up. So we gotta figure out we're gonna measure this thing too. So I'm gonna measure the inside of this lip that's worn in here. Looks like we're about 25. That'd be 925. That'd be 1.925. Check it again over here. That's not quite where we're at. About 850, give or take a little bit. All right. So I'm just going to chuck this here in the lathe. Right here, I'm going to turn this head down to the number we need right there, whatever that was, 850 or something. And then we'll see how it fits in the head. We'll keep turning it down until it fits in really nice. Then we can use this as a centering, because we'll hold this in our machine. And when we center up in the head, that'll give us our center. So the better the fit we have, the more accurate it's going to be. Most of the time valve heads don't like to cut very well. I definitely like to break up carbide cutters. So we're going to take my cutter and put the junk side in here. See, that's the good part. We'll put one of these junk sides in there. That way if it shatters and breaks some more, we don't care. Okay, so about how much we got to go. That is 930. Turn the speed down a little bit, probably wouldn't hurt. Keep the chatter down somewhat. Yeah, maybe not too much. Valve head's cut really hard. See how shiny it is? Doesn't want to cut. Chatters real easy because the stem's very small, cutting big diameter. That's why it breaks up carbide. Carbide don't like chatter. Kind of breaks it. Oh. Broke that too. Okay, we're at 880. 888 right now. One over here again, I already forgot. Somewhere around 870 looks like what we're looking for. So we're close. I think I stopped right there. Roughing it in. Nice flat surface to work to there. So I cut that flat so it's nice and square, no carbon. I put a little bit of a chamfer there, but not much. And I get the head turned down. So let's see if it fits in the head now. Okay, so it's trying to, but not quite dropping in there yet. So I'll put a little bit of a chamfer on this more. And let's measure this again. So every time you measure it's a little different because you're working on an uneven surface. Now I'm getting around 850. So you're in a radius, so it kind of floats around a little bit. Okay, this is what, 880 right now, 875, 873 and a half. So you're gonna have 20 thou or so to go. Now if I put a chamfer on here, it'll help a little bit also. Chamfer. Bigger than one. Good. 60 right now. Doesn't quite go in the hole yet, so I'm going to got some more. Camera over here, you can see a little better. Of course, I can't see for squat. What's that matter, right? Alright, that'll have to do for now. Okay, pick off a little more here. Really chattering now. It's definitely got a chamfer on the outside of it now. Up or what? Okay, so now you got a nice, not as big as I thought it was. Adequate. Okay, so now we see how it fits in here. Okay, it's catching the inside of the chamfer in there. I think it'll center it pretty good. stable. Okay, I think it'll work for our tool that we need. One custom tool. Geez, if you had to buy that, it'd probably cost 150 bucks. Good thing I made it. It's a lot cheaper to make it than to buy it. That's for darn sure. Okay, let's go back over here. Go to plan B. Yeah, we're still on plan A. Make it work. That was the first plan. Just fix it. Okay, now we have to figure out how we're going to send this thing up. So it'll be more interesting. Don't lose the tool though. Okay, so this head here is the rear. If I had a nice rear head, it'd be nice. Make things easier. So let's go down here and see what we got for a head. I always keep at least one down here that's nice condition. Basically like new. Oh, it is in the rear one. Good. It's even better. This is basic and original head. It's got original valve guides in it, not worn out. Seats are very high. Never had a valve job on it. It's a very, very nice head. So this is what you use for a sample. You make sure you write down, don't sell it either. Setup head, keep. You know why they call it that? Because we use it for setup. So we're going to put that in the machine right there. Get the valve angle figured out. And then we'll know what we got. So this here's a stud spacer, goes underneath the table under here. The plate's only this thick, so this takes up the gap here. You put a nut on the bottom. That's how you hold it on. I need a second one. All right. Get that out of the way. Let's see, we're in the correct spot. Okay, time to switch locations. So I got to work on this side. Okay, so now we got to do is center up the head. So we need a valve pilot for that. Pilots are all up over there. Ugh. Dang myself. Oh, I got them down here still. I worked on shovelheads last time. Okay, this is 1 thou bigger than normal. I just swallowed that thing right up. See, Harley is very loose valve clearances. How big do we have to go? Let's just go right to the bottom. We'll put the big one in there. That's the one. It swallowed that thing right up. So even though you have a valve guide, it's got almost no wear on it. Harley makes their stuff so stinking loose back in the day. That's what it takes. Now this head here is a, I forget which one it was. It's an 80-inch style head. Yeah. So this is probably made in 78 or 9. Have to look at the cast numbers underneath. I still got an O-ring here, so it can't be after 79, that's for sure. So that's how they did it back in the day. Nice and loose. I run my stuff a couple thou tires. Alright, now we take this, go like this. Get the bubble set. Pretty close that way. Oops. So what we're doing is we're setting our bubble right here. So you got a bubble right here. So the bubble's in the middle, you're straight up and down. You turn it like this and you rotate the head until the other angle comes in. That's how you set your angle. You put a little pressure on it so you know it's square. You know it's all the way down the head against the plate. Okay, so we're a little bit off, so I gotta go this way or this way. And I think I gotta go this way. Too much pressure. Don't put the stud in your top of your finger underneath, it hurts. There you go. Yeah, it does hurt. Right, you hit right on the top of the knuckle where it hurts the most. Okay, that looks pretty square. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is. Square it this way as best you can. Right there. Lock that down good and tight. Okay, so now your bubble, looking straight up and down, is square no matter which way you go. So that's what you want to see. So now we know this head's perpendicular for the right head angle over here and all that. So now I can go ahead and take this head, put it in the machine right here. I can't do much about the rock except guess where it needs to be, but I can get everything else done. Now one advantage using that valve stem over there, yeah, it hurts. I didn't think about that, but this should allow me to use this. Look at that. How's that for planning? Sometimes you just luck out. This is for 4th how bigger stem what the valve stem is. So we can use a tool to do it. That's pretty good. I didn't think about that until about a minute ago, but we lucked out. Okay, we pull that one out. Go ahead and undo this. And I can't move the table, I have to keep it in this plane. Otherwise you lose it. Okay, let's pull this back out a little bit. Over there a little bit. Too much junk in my way already. There's one. Okay, pull out our test head. That was a mock-up head. Put it back in safekeeping so it doesn't get damaged. Some slime ball takes it. Okay, now we take the head that we need to have the guide hold on. Put it in the machine there. Take our spacers. Lost one washer. I think I know where it went. Right in front of my foot. Yeah, probably on the table, as far as it go. Oh yeah. It went someplace. Oh, look, I found this valuable shim now. At least what's left of it. Good thing I found that. Oh, that's important. Good thing I got an extra washer. We'll have to dig that one out later. Okay, so now the head, this plane's good, but we don't know what this rotation's going to be. So we need to figure out our rotation. Like I said, you can't just lay it flat, that doesn't work. So we have to figure out what that's going to be. The one advantage right now is so we might be able to use my fixture right here. See what we've got to play with here. So technically, I guess, if I hold this right square in one plane, should be pretty close in the other, you would think. It's not very flat over here, though. Kind of wobbling around a little bit. See how it moves around a lot. The problem is I move a lot this way too. Theoretically, we probably got like a 30-degree top angle on that. So if I cut this thing at about that same angle, it should allow it to sit in there more flat and give me a better center. It won't be so rattly. So I'm gonna go try that. Let's go over here and see how that works. If it doesn't work correctly the first time, try it again. So, right now we are at 30 degree. I don't want to go that much. So what we did is we just went ahead and put this cutter about the angle I want to cut at. I'm going to just come in and just kiss it a little bit, see what happens. It won't take much to do what I think I want to do with it. I have no idea what the angle is, so I'm just going to kind of guess. I think we still need a little bit of a chamfer. put a flat spot right there, and I put a small chamfer right there. Not much of one, almost nothing. So let's go see if that fits any better. There's enough material here, we can change it some more if we need to. You don't know what's going to happen until you try it, so we're going to just wing it and see what happens. That's all you can do. Still moves around. Kind of stable right there. What angle are we at? I don't know. I think that made it worse. Yeah. It's like a funnel in a hole now, it just kind of does whatever you want. So I don't like that. So I'm going to cut that chamfer off. Thought it would help. It made it worse. So we'll just come back and do a little cutting. The only way you know how to do it is play with it, see what happens. Get over there, you can see better, maybe, I don't know. Can you see what I'm doing over there? See, squat, let's move that back. There we go. That's pretty quiet. So we cut away the flat spot that we had. We got a new flat spot. Pull that back a little bit. We stick a little bit of a chamfer here, so it's not at a sharp edge, but close to it, at least for flat area now. So let's go see if that works better. Cut it back like where we started, more or less. Never know, it might even work. Not really. Still feels like crap. Just doesn't seem to matter what I do. Whatever it is, it just don't like me, whatever I'm doing. I'm not sure what the deal is. Seems to be worse than what it was. Every time I do something, it gets worse. That's not a good sign. Okay, what's left to play with here? There's a good flat spot. That's pretty close. Oh, when you do that, it changes. Okay, I'm gonna take another pass on this, see what happens. All right, I'll be back.